All right, now we're at the Mount Pleasant High School. This is tournament play. McBain took second place in their pool play, losing only to Traverse City West, but beating Gladwin and Bay City Western. So now they're going to take on the first place team in another pool. This is Mount Pleasant, the host Oilers, getting ready to face McBain. On the other side, you can maybe see two white teams. It looks like Goodrich and Roscommon. Goodrich would have taken either first or second in their pool, and Roscommon would have taken the opposite. So if Roscommon was first in their pool, Goodrich was second in their pool. This means that you don't see the same team in your pool until later. McBain just faced Roscommon 2 nights ago, losing in 3 straight sets. But McBain had a great comeback against the Gladwin Flying G's in the last set to close it out. They were down by 8 points and came back to win it into extra innings. 26-24. Mount Pleasant. Serves Ivy, sends it to Hall, and Hall gets the kill. Ayla played volleyball with the Mount Pleasant girl that served down at Aces at Maury Courts. Ivy serves. Libero takes. Blocked at the net, kept alive. Free ball sent over. Camp House, Mills. Hall. Oh, it goes out. Ayla asking for a touch. No touch, point. Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant serves. Roosevelt takes first. Mills back sets it to Ferdine. Ferdine hits it over, dug up, set to the outside. Big swing. Touch, but lands also. Point for Mount Pleasant. Just over the net. Thought it was too low. Hall taps it. Into the campfire it goes. Hall with a kill. Ferdine will serve next. Bump set. Free ball coming. Ferdine takes. Mills. Outside. Roosevelt big swing. And a kill for Adria Roosevelt. Ferdine serves. Bump set to the outside again. And a kill for Mount Pleasant. Foot fault, no call. She steps back a little farther this time. Ferdine takes serve receive. Mills has to hit it over as Hall. Outside swing and out. Four to 4 is the score. Brooklyn Hall will serve. Hall sends a bullet. Set to the right side. A floater. Van Polen. Scott back sets it to Roosevelt. Kept alive by Mount Pleasant. Big swing. Back corner. Kill for Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant up by 1. Little soft serve ace for Mount Pleasant. Another soft serve, Roosevelt takes. Mills, Roosevelt big swing, dug up. Kept alive, this is gonna be a tough one. It does go over. Van Polen, Mills, Roosevelt taps it. Battle at the net, a joust. And McBain gets the point. Michaela will serve. Hall digs it. Roosevelt with the kill. Van Polen serves. Big swing by the middle for a kill. Bolin and Van Polen will switch. Hall takes first. Mills, pass to Scott. Dug up in the back row. Setter goes to outside. Big swing blocked by Mills. Kept alive though. Free ball, Bolin. Overpass, big swing. Mills blocked it, but it lands on McBain's side. Point for Mount Pleasant. Mills back sets it. Little roll shot by Roosevelt. Back row attack. Out. Point for McBain. Roosevelt serves, it goes out. Substitutions for Mount Pleasant. Libero serves. Roosevelt serve receive, pass to the Mills. Mills goes outside to Ferdine. It's off a block and a kill for Ayla Ferdine. Point to McBain. Camphouse and Scott will switch. Aubrey Camphouse will serve. McBain down by 1. Camphouse sends it. Bump set to the outside. Big swing. Roosevelt keeps it alive. Sends it over on 1. And this is going to be tough. She has enough for it. Bolin passes to Mills. Mills sends it. Brooklyn Hall hit it. It's dug up, sent back. Camphouse. Mills outside. Ferdine looked out. Too strong on the attack. Point for Mount Pleasant. Camphouse serve receive. Mills kept it alive. Ferdine tried to hit it left-handed. It went outside the antenna. 3-point lead for Mount Pleasant. Big swing and a kill for Hall. Bolin and Van Polen switch. Mills will serve. Bump set to the outside. Blocked at the net by Hall and Van Polen. Mills serves. Into the net. Tied at 11. Bump set, back row attack. Overpass, point, Mount Pleasant. Nice dig attempt by Roosevelt. Mount Pleasant was able to tip that back down. That one goes out by Mount Pleasant. Verdeen will serve. Tapped over, and Mount Pleasant gets the kill. Tipping over the blockers on a soft hit. Mount Pleasant serves. Verdeen serve receive. Passes to Mills. Too high on the middle and too low on the back row attack. 2-point lead for Mount Pleasant. Net serve. Point McBain. Served out. Two-point lead. Mount Pleasant serves. Hall takes first. On the far court, Roscommon's blowing out Goodrich. Mount Pleasant serves. Hall. Mills outside to Roosevelt. Big attack. Punched up. They're saying it wasn't blocked. It was a four-touch. Timeout, McBain down by 4. Mount Pleasant serves just over the net. Verdeen's right there. Ivy tries to tap it, gets called on a lift. 5-point lead for Mount Pleasant. Sean questioning the lift call. Agrees that the point goes to Mount Pleasant, just seems like a different call. Adria Roosevelt taps it over. 4-point lead for Mount Pleasant as Van Polen will serve. A bullet serve by Van Polen. Back set, tapped over. Roosevelt kept it alive. Tapped it and then tried to keep it in the air, and it goes too far out. Bolen and Van Polen switch. Mount Pleasant up by 5. Sends it. Hall takes first. Mills. Roosevelt blocks. Nobody in the middle to cover. 6-point lead. Back set to Roosevelt. Blocked at the net, kept alive. Sent outside. And out. Point McBain. Roosevelt serves, goes into the net. Mount Pleasant, 6-point lead. Libero serves, sends it over. Roosevelt, Mills, Ferdine, a little roll shot. Kept alive, over on one, tapped. Mills, Scott, blocked. Ferdine hits it back corner, dug up, dumped over, dumped back. Sent to the outside, and a kill by Mount Pleasant. Seven-point favor for Mount Pleasant, and it goes out. Substitution, Scott and Camphouse will switch. Camphouse will serve. Sends it back row. Libero passes it to the setter. Setter dumps it and gets the kill. Bolin takes first. Camphouse, back row attack from Roosevelt. Outside, Roosevelt sends it over on one. Sends it outside and gets the kill. Set point coming up with an 8-point lead for Mount Pleasant. Sent outside, Ferdine. It's Doug. Sent outside, roll shot, Ferdine digs it, overpass. And that's how the first one ends, 25-16. Got some stats here for you, not many though. 6 assists for Ivy Mills. A kill for Ayla. 3 kills and a block for Brooklyn. 3 kills for Roosevelt. That is the end of McBain's scoring. Set 2 coming up. Set number 2 coming up. Outside, point for McBain. Ivy serves. Set to the outside, touched. Roosevelt takes. Mills sets to Ferdine. Little roll shot. It's dug up. Set to the outside. Big swing. Hits the corner. Point. Mount Pleasant. Halls takes first. Mills taps it over. Ferdine digs that up. Sent over by Hall on 2. Set to the right side. Big swing. And it lands. Point for Mount Pleasant. 2-1. Mount Pleasant leads. Tapped over by Hall, dug up by the libero, right side. Nice effort by Roosevelt. Ivy hits it over, dug up by the setter. Middle sets it and gets the kill by the right side. Camp House takes first. Hall taps it. Back row attack. Tap alive. Roosevelt hits it over. Go to the right side, not over the net. Point for McBain. Ferdine will serve. Just over the net. Back row attack. Ferdine digs it. Kept alive. Ferdine digs that. Hall off. Point for Mount Pleasant. Ferdine. Mills. Roosevelt lines it up. Blocked at the net. Right side. Camp House sends it back corner. Point for Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant serves. Camp House. Mills. Roosevelt big swing, and that one's a kill for Adria Roosevelt. Brings McBain within 3. Hall serves, overpass. Roosevelt winds up on it. It's dug up. Big swing by Roosevelt. Kept alive for Dean. Roosevelt big swing, and that one lands. A lot of pushing and shoving out there in celebration. Scoreboard on the wall has it wrong. Hall serves, goes into the net. Ayla, Ivy, Addie. Someone's in the net. All right, it's right now. Alan Hoytinga taking care of business, keeping track of the score. Ashlyn is doing the scoreboard on Rambler Review. Given credit for helping McBain win a game down at Everett. They weren't paying attention, and they were able to fix the score. Still short by 1, but it ended up being tied 24-24. Had to go to 26 to win that. Cucci comes in. Ferdine serve receive. There's no double called anymore. Big swing and out, no touch. Coach telling the setter to settle down. There's no double called, but they could have called a lift on that, couldn't they? They can make up another call if they see it bad. Roosevelt serves. Roosevelt digs. Mills outside to Ferdine. Rolls at the top of the net. Big swing. Cucci tries. Point, Mount Pleasant. Ferdine serve receive. Mills back out to Ferdine. Gets a run at it and gets the kill. Camp House and Scott will switch. On the far court, you can see it in the top of your screen. Team on the right is Roscommon. They're up 10-4 against Goodrich, or Godwin, one of them. Camp House serves. Middle, blocked but lands. Point, Mount Pleasant. Roosevelt takes first. Hall taps it over. Set to the outside. Roosevelt digs. Mills. Ferdine taps it. Gets the kill. Jump set to the outside. Camp House digs that up. Mills, Ferdine, back corner. Libero takes. Free ball coming for McBain. Camp House, Mills, middle. Blocked at the net, kept alive, sent over, back row. Mills, Van Polen sends it across. Middle, gets the kill. Setter serves just over the net. Timeout, McBain. Mount Pleasant serves. Camp House. Blocked at the net. Roosevelt. Ferdine tries a soft hit, and it doesn't go over the net. Mount Pleasant serves. Up by 4. Back row attack. Blocked at the net. Point Mount Pleasant. Roosevelt, Mills, Hall. The right side sends a floater. Mills sets it to Van Polen, back corner. Big swing. Roosevelt sends it over on one. Roosevelt digs again. Mills, Hall, back corner. Sent middle, big swing. Camphouse got a finger on it. And Roosevelt got a nose on it off of the ricochet. Camphouse takes first. Mills. Little roll shot by Michaela Van Polen, her first kill of the match. Stops the bleeding. Down by 5. Verdeen serves. Big swing and out, no touch. Point McBain. Verdeen sends it right between two players for the ace. Verdeen sends it. Back set, and it lands. Four-point lead for Mount Pleasant as they serve. Verdeen passes it to Mills. Mills outside to Roosevelt, big swing. Libero digs that. Back row attack. Blocked at the net by Roosevelt and Hall. Scott will switch with Camphouse. Hall will serve. Brooklyn sends it up. Nice pass to the setter. Setter sends it across. Just floats in the air, and it lands. Sub in for Mount Pleasant. Mount Pleasant serves. Ayla to Mills, tapped over by Scott. Back set, tapped over, lands, point for Mount Pleasant. Timeout, McBain. Verdeen serve receive. Roosevelt winds up, blocked. Van Polen keeps it alive. Back to Van Polen for Mills, blocked. Scott. Whoa. Van Polen and Mills both went for that. point. Mount Pleasant plus a balls on the court. Just a ton going on. What are they going to do? Give the point to Mount Pleasant. No replay. Mount Pleasant serves. Hall takes first. Van Polen, Scott sends it over. Free ball from Mount Pleasant. Nice pass to the middle. 3 options. Big swing. Block. Kept alive. Sent over on 2. Hall. Mills. Van Polen. Little roll shot. Dug up. For Dean. Mills. Blocked at the net. Point Mount Pleasant. Scott and Hoydinga switch. Mount Pleasant serves. Over pass. Mount Pleasant first to 20. Sends it. Hall. Mills. Tapped over, kept alive. Ferdine sets it back to Roosevelt for the kill. On the other side, the game ended over there with Roscommon winning 2-0. Godwin's night is done. Almost an ace by Van Polen. Roosevelt gets the kill. Van Polen serves. Down by 6. Goes into the net. Cucci and Van Polen switch. Mount Pleasant serves. Hall. Roosevelt. Cucci sends over free ball, but keeps it alive. 3 options. They go middle. Big swing. Ferdine tried, but it goes to the other court. Mount Pleasant 3 away. 8-point lead. Bullet serve out. Seven-point lead. Adria serves. Net. Eight-point lead. Sent over. Hall takes. Mills to Ferdine. And a kill for Ferdine. 3 in the set, 4 on the match. Hoydinga and Camp House switch. 7-point lead for Mount Pleasant. Campy will serve. Goes out. Match point coming up for Mount Pleasant. Couple subs in. Libero is in. Here we go. Camp House takes first. Mills. Hall taps over. Libero digs that up. Set to the outside. Blocked. Dug up. Right side. Blocked again. Scott Sterling. Mills tries to finish it, and that's how it's going to end. 25-16. Exact same score as the first set. Oilers move on. McBain's day is done. Thanks for watching. We have some stats here. Michaela Van Polen, a kill. Adria Roosevelt, 7 kills, a block. Brooklyn Hall, 3 kills, a block. Ayla Ferdine, 4 kills, an assist, and an ace. And 12 assists for Ivy Mills. That's going to do it here in Mount Pleasant. Big schools here. It'll be interesting to see how Roscommon does on the other side against some of these Class A Division I schools. All right, thanks for watching. We have a big one on Tuesday night. We'll see you back there. Bye.